Out of all the schools I applied to, Illinois Media School was the first to personally guide me through the financial aid process. Not only did the school offer classes in my field, but hands-on experience with all of today's modern broadcasting equipment. Illinois Media School gave me all the tools I needed to find a career in broadcasting. While in class, I worked one-on-one with real professionals in the television and radio industry. Job placement helped me find the perfect internship where I had real, on-the-job training. No other school offers a program as exciting and educational as this. My name is Mandy, and Illinois Media School helped me achieve my career in broadcasting.
I could have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. There's so many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School. You can go if you don't like the college that you go to, you don't like the major, or maybe you just want a fresh start for someplace new. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Here at the UIC Pavilion in beautiful downtown Chicago. I am Cody Grant, alongside me Benjamin Fonseca, as the Chicago Eagles get ready to take on the Windy City Ravens. How are you doing today, Benjamin?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Excited to get going. CIF Champions Indoor Football, part of the Northern Division, are the Eagles. It's an exhibition game. You are tuned in to Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Ever Sports. So it should be a good game tonight. First time we get to see the Chicago Eagles. It's our inaugural season here. First time they will be playing. The team is finally together. Indoor football is back in Chicago. Excited?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited for indoor football to come back to Chicago. I mean, it's been, what, about 5 or 6 years since we've seen an indoor football team here in Chicago. So this is going to be an exciting time, and also it's going to be great for the fans and the fan base of arena football.
And you see the Eagles right down there getting ready. That's number 26, Steve Drain, a former Chaos member who played for the Chicago Chaos last year. When you see Ravens, you see them getting warmed up. They'll be in their purple jerseys with white numbers and white trim. Chicago Eagles will be in their white jerseys with the red trim. Pretty cool design, really embodies the spirit of Chicago.
Yes, it definitely does. It's right kind of in the heart of Chicago. I mean, you're probably about 5 minutes from downtown here, and so this is a great venture for Chicago and UIC at that, too.
Yeah, I want to get started really quick. We got our camera crew here on tap. Jimmy Adamek, Chris Hamilton, Lee Saldana, Jacob Kenyon, Eddie Duckworth, of course our director Peter Ferrari, and in a little bit you will see our silent reporter Danielle Belosky as she's getting ready to get us going here. We are at the UIC Pavilion. Thank you for joining in, just about 5 minutes away from kickoff. As Chicago Eagles, for the first time, as I mentioned, so much excitement here at the UIC Pavilion as we get ready to go.
Definitely.
As they're doing that PA announcement, we're going to take a quick time out here. We're going to be back in just a little bit on the Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport.
Tonight's exhibition indoor football professional contest.
¿Quieres tener un trabajo en algo que te encante? ¿Es divertido y que conozcas muchas personas? Illinois Media School tiene muchas cosas increíbles que ofrecer. No solo hacer segmentos de audio al aire y usar equipos de cámara, e incluso puedes tener tu propio show de radio o televisión y ser exitoso. ¡Llama ahora! Este programa especial te da el camino rápido al entrenar en la industria y puedes tener tu propio show en solo semanas. Illinois Media School. Llame al 630-916-1700 o visite beonair.com/Lombard. ¿Quieres tener un trabajo en algo que te encante, que sea divertido y conozcas a muchas personas? El Illinois Media School tiene muchas cosas increíbles que ofrecer. No solo hacer segmentos de audio al aire o usar equipo de cámara. Incluso puedes tener tu propio show de radio o televisión y ser exitoso. Llama ahora. Este programa especial te da el camino rápido a entrenar en la industria y puedes tener tu propio show en solo semanas. Illinois Media School. Llama al 630-916-1700 o visita beonair.com/Lombard y empieza tu carrera en broadcasting.
How's it going? My name is Edgar Ibarra, and I'm very grateful for all the knowledge I received at the Illinois Media School. My 15-year career in radio has been a dream come true. I'm a radio DJ, I'm on the air, and I get to be a program director for 2 radio stations in Wisconsin. My dream became a reality with the Illinois Media School. Illinois Media School is a great school with great teachers and former students now working in the industry today on the radio stations you listen to and on the TV stations you watch every day. Illinois Media School, check it out. For more details, beonair.com.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Welcome back, football fans. Chicago Eagles football getting ready to kick off against the Windy City Ravens. And we have our very own Danielle Borowski down getting ready to go as she is sidelined standing by. I am Cody Grant along with Benjamin Fonseca, and now we're going to send it to Danielle.
Hey guys, so where am I putting
And we'll get Danielle going in a second here. So we're getting over to Danielle.
So when there's a couple more minutes left to kick off, the fans are filing in right now, and they're ready to see some history. I just left the locker room, and everything seems very, very tense. Yes, this is their first preseason game, but after tonight, they are making cuts. So let's see who came ready to play. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Danielle. Good as always. As you heard her say, they're getting ready to make cuts after this game. It is a preseason game, just an exhibition game, but they still want to come out strong because it is the first game of their season, really. Even though it's not a regular season game, it's the first look at this team.
Definitely. A lot of pressure out here right now on the field because, you know, you want to make this team, you want to make a good impression on the coaches, and you want to make sure that you're doing what you're doing to get on the team. So I think we're going to have a good game. You're going to see a lot of guys playing all out just so they can make the team.
Well, I know, you know what, I had a good time last year calling the Chaos games. There's a lot of players from that team on the Eagles, and there's even some on the Ravens. So a couple of names that we are familiar with. There's going to be some names that we're going to get familiar with. One, I'm sure the fans at home might be a former Chicago Bear in defensive tackle Jordan Miller, who the Eagles signed just a couple of weeks ago. So something exciting to see. And we're going to be looking forward to the Eagles and the Windy City Ravens here. Again, you are tuned in to the Chicago Eagles Network, powered by IMS and Eversport. If you look at the coaches of both these teams, for the Chicago Eagles, we have Tim Arbonitis, the head coach. He's in his 23rd year of coaching, and he's head coach 20 of those years.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience in the NFL. He also has a lot of experience working in football. He's also IHSA state official that ends up, you know, he's also a coach, so he's bringing that experience to the team, and hopefully he can get these guys in the winning side tonight.
Well, he has a lot of wins in his career as a head coach in his 20 years. 142, 10-2, 92%, and a pretty impressive playoff record as well. 47-18, 72%. So definitely the right man for the job. They also have Jeff Harris, offensive coordinator, who is unable to make it here tonight. They will have Mel Hay, their defensive coordinator, Chuck Miller, their line coach, John J. LaFay, their defensive line assistant, and Matthew Pike, their assistant coach. As for the Windy City Ravens, they go with 2 coaches tonight, head coach Pedro Carreden and assistant coach Richard De Leon. And the Windy City Ravens looking to get their group ready to go. They don't play in this league. They're playing one step above here tonight. Of course, this league is the CIF Champions Indoor Football. If you don't know too much about this league, obviously Chicago Eagles' first time here. It's 7-on-7 football.
Basically.
Indoor, 50-yard field. Exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. It means action-packed action all throughout the 15 minutes of each quarter. And you're looking at, basically, what are we looking at? 60 minutes of straight action, and this is exciting. It's very exciting. Exactly, running clock.
15 minutes a quarter, running clock does not stop. And we're getting ever so close to kickoff for the officials for tonight's game. Your referee will be Jim Wojciechowicz. Your line judge will be Don Swanson. Your umpire will be T.J. Cunningham. Your head official will be Floyd Sutton. And your back-end judge will be Rich Ruby. And we met them before the game. You obviously know about officiating.
Yes, I do. I'm obviously, I just say state official, but this is kind of a step higher. This is more fast-packed, and you need your eyes. Definitely, you need your eyes to make sure that you're seeing every play out there. So that's probably why they have 6 out here. It is a small field, but there's so much action going on. They want to make sure that the guys are playing good and there's good sportsmanship out there.
It's great to have a referee up here in the booth because you really see stuff that we're not going to be able to see,
yeah,
and that the fans at home aren't going to be able to see.
Exactly.
So point that out.
Yeah, in some ways, but this is still a different game than your typical 11-on-11. I mean, there's a lot of other different kind of rules, just like the guys, you get one of your linemen that gets to step out and catch passes. In the NFL, I just say you don't have that. You also have here you have a guy that's actually in motion before the ball is spiked and he's not set. So there's a couple things that are a little different about the game.
A lot of things different. Indoor football, going to be a lot of scoring. Going to be a lot of touchdowns.
Yes.
It's going to be quick. Obviously, a 50-yard field. It's only 28 yards wide, and something you don't see in the NFL or in college football and high school football is the sidelines. It's like hockey out there.
Exactly, and that's what the greatness is about this, is that there is no out of bounds here. You catch a pass, you better be prepared to get hit into the boards, because that's how this league is played and that's how arena football is played. A lot of physicalness and a lot of action.
And these two teams getting ready as they both go to either side. On your screen right there, you see 2 coaches from the Eagles. That's Arvanitis, along with the defensive coordinator, Mel Hay.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that everyone please rise.
The PA announcer gets ready to do the national anthem.
America and those who defend it with the plan.
And while they play, we will step away for a second.
Of our national anthem, singing it this evening, Mr. Christopher Stiles.
National anthem, our nation's song right there. Beautifully sung, and we're getting ready for football. 15 minutes is on the clock. It's 7 p.m., right in time for kickoff. USC Pavilion, downtown Chicago. Chicago Eagles going up against the Windy City Ravens. Chicago Eagles, of course, they play in the league of the CIF Champions Indoor Football League. This league has grown in the last couple of years. They came out in 2012 with a total of 8 teams. They have 2 divisions now, a northern division and a southern division.
Yes,
and the Eagles will play all their games this season against the northern division teams. And when you come out on top, if they do, they will play in the championship against the winner of the southern division. Obviously a long way away,
yes,
but excited to get started in this exhibition game. It will not count against the record, but you will get to see these players play.
You see what you got.
Give me a preseason game.
Yeah.
There will be cuts after this game because the roster will be held by 25. At least 18 has to dress every single game. You have at least 25 people. Right now, obviously, Eagles have a little bit more than that.
Yes, definitely. They're taking a look at a couple guys and seeing who they're going to keep on their team and who's going to get a cut. I mean, that's the nature of the business. That's the nature of sports. There's a winner and there's a loser. That's how it goes.
And right now, both team captains are meeting at midfield. So you got 5 Ravens out there along with 3 Eagles. As the Eagles getting warmed up, ready to go. Their star quarterback, the Eagles, will be Brendan Crawford. Learn a little bit about him. He's poised for a big game. Maybe not going to stay in there all too much. They want to see that they have their backup quarterbacks, Anthony Iannotti and Corey McNulty.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to get those guys in the game. You're probably looking at a quarter apiece, probably for each one of them. And maybe someone will play 2 quarters and maybe even a quarter and a half. But definitely you're not going to see a lot of guys in here all throughout the game, but you will see the majority of good football going on here.
So players shake hands at midfield, and they both revert to their respective teams' sidelines. And you hear that, the fans here getting rowdy at the USC Pavilion. They came out to see some good football. Chicago indoor football is back, and we are ready to go.
Definitely, I'm excited for this. I'm up here, and I can't wait to see what arena football has to offer back in Chicago. Let's do this. I'm
Cody Grant with Benjamin Fonseca. You're tuning in to Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport. We got the NFL countdown playing. Everybody's juiced up, ready to go.
Well, when you hear that song, doesn't it put goosebumps on you? Doesn't it do something to you?
Well, the great thing about this league is football is going to be year-round.
Exactly.
For us now, so we're going to have a lot of fun watching these teams play and progress through the season, and we're going to see who is going to be a key component to this team all season long right here tonight, it being a preseason game.
Exactly, but you know what? It's also important for these guys to get off to a good start and also show what they have out here. There could be NFL scouts out here. I mean, the ultimate goal, I'm pretty sure for most of them that want to still play football, is to get to the NFL someday. And at least there's special teams. There's all kinds of things to do on the NFL team. It's a big roster, so these guys are out here and they're trying to prove something tonight.
That's what's great for this league, because there really is no minor league in football.
No, there isn't.
So you look at guys trying to progress, and as I said earlier in the broadcast, I watched a lot of these players play on the Chaos last year. The Chaos are the official feeder team of the Chicago Eagles, so they're trying to move guys up and keep advancing level by level and to reach that ultimate dream. Exactly,
and you know that feeder system works all across the board. They're doing that now in junior highs, and now they're doing it, you know, on a more consistent basis. I mean, today they had the Pee-wees out here playing to get them a little bit of experience out here on the main stage and see what they can do out here.
It was fun definitely seeing them. We're getting ready to kick off. The Eagles will kick right to left while the Ravens will receive. Back for the Ravens is Steve Morris, and also number 7, Christopher Blackman. Kicking for the Eagles is their kicker, David Wynn, who spent some time in the NFL.
Yes, he did. He actually did. I think he spent a season.
David Wynn getting ready to go. He played for the Browns and the Dolphins a few years back. He kicks off a low squib line drive. Going to be fielded in the end zone, and taking it out of the end zone is number 26, Marvin Roan, a former Chaos member, as he gets gang tackled at about the 14-yard line. So first down for the Ravens as their offense comes out onto the field.
And you notice how much of a time or how long they had to get up there. I mean, this is going by real quick and real fast.
It's going to be fast-paced, moving on and on and on. No time to stop and look as the Ravens will start going right to left here on the kickoff rule here of the CIF. What they do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are switching sides because there is no panning on the eastern end zone.
There is no panning on the eastern end zone, so it looks like they're going to be doing this all game long, folks. So everything will be going right to left.
This is going to be pretty interesting. This is basically like backyard football.
So breaking the huddle are the Ravens as their star quarterback, R.J. Gabaldon. Out of the shotgun, he's got 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 back. 3 down linemen, 1 will be eligible. as he moves in motion back a little bit is Martin Twitty. Taking the snap, almost lost the ball. He's sacked in the back.
Oh, wow. That's definitely a mistake that they didn't want to have happen on their first series.
Ayub Ahmedeh, the toughest name to pronounce. We met with Ayub before. We made sure we got his name correct because we're going to be calling it a lot playing in that right defensive end.
Now, it looks like right here he didn't handle the snap correctly, and basically that's what set him up for the sack. He basically lost the snap as soon as he touched it.
And how quick Ayub was able to get in there as well.
Exactly. Well, when you have 3 linemen, you can't switch them off, or you can't send them down the line.
4 wide receivers spread for RJ as he's in the backfield alone.
It looks like one of the linemen is coming out.
Waiting for the snap. He takes it, goes to the right, caught at the 10, turning upfield, getting a hit at about the 11-yard line, a short gain on the play. It was Demetrius Jones, wide receiver and quarterback, played for Notre Dame as well as University of Cincinnati. He's a second-year wide receiver.
Yeah, it looks like he made about 4 or 5 yards. Here we go. We got hit. The ball's getting snapped. Looks like basically a screen. That's basically what all that is. It's just a regular screen, and then they had the wide receiver come out and block for him.
Big hit on the play as well. Now 3rd down here for the Ravens. Remember, no punting, so if it is a 4th down, they're going to have to go for it, kick a long field goal. Out of the shotgun, empty backfield, trips left. They move the motion man to the right. Here, take off, taking the snap, throwing deep downfield. Caught at the 25, breaking the tackle at 20, 15, 10, 5. Fumbles at the end zone, picked up by the Eagles. What a play from behind. I'm trying to see who snapped it out. Recovering the football for the Eagles was number 7, Kevin Morris, but the man making the play.
Here we go. It looks like a great catch right there by number 5. And then he manages to stay up. But yeah, Demetrius Jones, he managed to stay up, but you see the ball punched out.
You know who'd be proud of that one is Charles Tillman.
Yeah, definitely. Peanut is the expert at punching the ball out from behind. But great play by the Eagles. They end up keeping the ball recovering the ball in the end zone and making sure that, they have the handle. This is a great start for the Eagles.
So the Eagles are going to start from their own 5-yard line, go right to left. Again, it's every offensive possession will be going right to left because of the east end zone. They don't have flagging in. Remember, they put this turf in this morning. So guys have worked very hard here at the UIC Pavilion to get everything ready. Starting quarterback for the Eagles, Brendan Crawford, number 15, under center, move motion both to the right. He looks back to throw, throws one deep downfield, has open man, caught at the 10 and falling down and rolling out of bounds. They're going to mark him. No, they give him a touchdown. First play of the game, number 1, Gary Hunter on a deep streak route from quarterback Brendan Crawford, 1 for 1 with a touchdown.
Wow, that's great. That's a great start for the Eagles.
One more look at that play.
Now, it looks like you got the quarterback drop back. It looks like one-on-one coverage on the outside, and he just lost him. He basically lost him, one-on-one coverage on the outside.
45-yard strike from Brendan Crawford, a gun on his arm. And the presence of mind from Gary Hunter to just roll it in the end zone.
Well, you got to touch him. So the Ravens didn't get down there fast enough to touch him, and he ended up rolling into the end zone.
So 6-0. Getting ready to kick the extra point. I believe we got number 46 out there. Get a name on that in a second. As the extra point is up, and it is good. So 7-0.
Oh, it looks like we have a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. We'll get word from that in a second as the officials discuss the call. See the back judge, Rich Gruby, I think, threw the flag.
It looks like it appears to be on the defense.
And so they will illegal formation.
The last play by Gary Hunter is good for a 45-yard touchdown catch.
And you hear that, 45 yards, so 1 for 1 for starting quarterback for the Eagles, Brendan Crawford.
And he's got an arm on him.
He does. And the extra point pending. They will re-kick. It was a legal formation. So one more time for that. And as snap is good, held good, but blocked.
Oh, what a block.
Getting in there. The Ravens, Stacy Howard.
Beautiful. It looked like they left them open to go right up the middle.
That was Thomas Lovick, number 9, former Chaos.
All right, here we go. We got the replay on the touchdown pass. It looks like just a post route to the corner. And he had the presence of mind, which is great, to roll into the end zone.
He was being covered by Debo De Bone, who just kind of lost the speed of Gary Hunter.
Well, it looks like it might have been even a blown coverage because he had no help back there.
So Christopher Blackman is back to receive the kick.
David Wynn to kick away.
And David Wynn will kick off. David Wynn did knock in that extra point. He was wearing number 46 tonight. Their kicker, mentioned the former NFL player who played for the Browns and the Dolphins.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's got NFL experience. He's a professional, so definitely he's going to end up kicking this pretty soon here.
So David Wynn will kick off, and back to receive for the Ravens is Christopher Blackman. David Wynn sets. Takes a couple steps back. He aims to go. And the kick is away. Another low line drive. It bounces at about the 14. Stumbled at the ball with inside the 5, and just dropping on it was Christopher Blackman. Tough mistake there by the Raven return man as he just bobbled that a little bit, and now they're going to have bad field position to start this drive, Benjamin.
This is bad ball handling. I mean, first you got the first play of the game, you can't handle the snap correctly, and now we're here sitting here at the 2-yard line because you didn't handle the kick return correctly.
So the Ravens will start off, and of course they're going right to left as that east end zone. There's no flagging on, so every offensive possession will go right to left. I am Cody Grant along with Benjamin Fonseca here tuned in Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport.
This definitely is something. They can't get the padding on there, but they start on the other side, so it's going to be interesting as the game goes along. So this has to be definitely difficult for the officials as well.
Coming back off of the Ravens is Demetrius Jones, as they have a quarterback change already. Preseason game, they're trying to get a feel for everybody. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Hands off to the back, cut to the right, and up to the 9-yard line was Christopher Blackman, who just returned that kick and muffed the return.
Well, he got a good 4 yards on that.
So it's second down and about 6 here. They have to reach the 15 for a first down as they are in the huddle. Demetrius Jones getting his first nod at quarterback this possession. Comes back out, same formation, under center. He's got Christopher Blackman in the backfield. Eagles 3 down linemen. They're playing press coverage on the near sideline. Little cushion on the far.
Yeah, it looks like they're giving him room.
Taking the snap, taking the handoff. He does hand it off out to the outside, up to the 15 and pushing forward. First down and still on his feet. Nice run there by Christopher Blackman. Finally got brought down by a gang of Eagles players.
Yeah, it looked like he stayed on his feet. Good push up front by the offensive line. Actually, he got to that end pretty quickly.
One more look at that one. Simple off-tackle play, right?
Yes, definitely. Yep, and then it looks like, basically looks like a cutback. But that was the previous play.
So Demetrius Jones will head up, first down. His team down by 6 here as he's under center. Moves his 2 wide receivers back as they're going motion. Takes the handoff, looking deep, pressure coming, throws one, up for grabs. Back of the end zone, overthrown, and intended receiver on the play in the far corner.
Well, he got hit when he ended up throwing that pass. He got hit and the accuracy of the ball didn't come out correctly.
And Steve Morris just went deep downfield. He'll come off the field as checking back in is Jeremy Reichert.
I wonder if that hit ended up sending him to the bench because he did get popped pretty good on that at the end of that play.
It was a high looping pass, just throwing it down there. And now Christopher Blackman in at quarterback. No, Christopher Blackman in at running back. So remaining at quarterback is Demetrius Jones. They have a couple of quarterbacks on this team, the Windy City Ravens. As out of the shotgun, Jones gets the handoffs up to the middle, to the 20, slipping through a tackle to the 25, stumbling down, short of the first down. It'd be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it looks like exactly. It looks like he got 7 on that.
Christopher Blackman showing some nice running moves.
It looks like just a simple handoff and going right up the middle. Good blocking up front by the offensive line. Remember, there's only 3 offensive lines, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to control the defensive line.
The shotgun, empty backfield, 4 wide receiver spread. Eagles in press coverage. Moving in motion is Blackman. Back to the backfield. Behind his quarterback, Demetrius Jones. Taking the snap. Hands it off to Blackman. Breaks the tackle in the backfield. Gets upfield. He gets pulled down from behind. We're going to have a flag. It's going to be a horse collar.
Definitely
called by the umpire, TJ Cunningham. You saw that all the way.
Yeah, definitely. He was trying to get up the line. Ended up getting horse collared at the end of the play.
And this is definitely going to be on the defense. I'm trying to get the number on that. And it will be a horse collar, so automatic first down for the Ravens.
And here we go. Looks like he broke the middle of the field, and then all of a sudden he gets a horse collar right about here.
Trying to see the number on that.
And it looked like basically he was trying to control his balance. I don't think he did it with any intent, but
did not look malicious.
It's definitely a penalty.
Quinnell Johnson, number 21, the former Chaos.
And he almost got hit in the backfield, which is pretty impressive when he made that cutback. And then all of a sudden he gets horse collar from the back.
Well, Christopher Blackman showing his skill at running back. Out of the shotgun is Demetrius Jones of the Windy City Ravens. 4 wide receiver spread as he moves number 4. That's Dudley Jamel in motion. Behind center. Gives it to Jamolson. Flags go flying right off the bat as he's stuffed in the backfield. Usually when you see flags go that quick, it's on the offense, but we'll wait for the call.
It looks like somebody might have been offside.
As the umpire and the back judge talk it over, TJ Cunningham and Rich Gruby. And they make the call. It will be on the Eagles. Didn't get a call there. I believe it was offside, so we half the distance to go. So from a 5-yard line, the Windy City Ravens break huddle.
Most times, every football game, once you have offsides, most plays stop, but in the NFL and in this league, they don't.
Demetrius Jones under center has Dudley Jamel be right behind him. He takes the snap, gives it to Jamel right up the middle. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Another flag goes flying as he met a gang of Eagles defensive linemen.
Now, I wonder what this flag is on. Do we have a face mask?
It's going to be against the Eagles.
Illegal formation penalty.
Oh, illegal formation.
So that's going to bring them down to about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line in between. Illegal formation on the Eagles. So just shooting themselves in the foot right now, Benjamin.
Exactly. They're shooting themselves in the foot when they got off to a real fast start. I mean, you get a touchdown, and to have them come back and do this and march down the field on you and then get 2 penalties back-to-back like that, or 3 penalties, because we can't forget about the horse collar as well.
Just under 5 minutes to go in the first. Windy City Ravens are knocking on the doorsteps of the Eagles to try to tie this game up. Eagles lead 6-0. Under center is Demetrius Jones. Takes a snap. He's going to run it himself to the left, and he's in for a touchdown. Showing some speed. He doesn't play just quarterback. He plays wide receiver also, and he shows his skill set on that play. 2-yard touchdown run for Demetrius Jones.
Looks like he just take it straight in. Here's the replay. Looks like he just goes right over tackle. Runs 2 yards. I mean, this is basic football. Get the block, one-on-one. Hey, best man wins.
And it was definitely a designed run as Wandu Kwembe tried to make the tackle just a little bit late.
Exactly. By that time, he's already pushed back in the end zone, and he doesn't have the speed to catch up to him, so it looks like he ended up just running straight through in.
And now the Windy City Ravens will go for the extra point to try to put the Ravens up by 1. As they get their kicker coming out in the field, it's number 15, Mike O'Brien. Mike O'Brien is a rookie, his first year with the Windy City Ravens as a kicker. saw him in warm-ups, showing a lot of promise.
Yeah, he actually hit the lamp at the top of the roof today.
And we're going to have a timeout by the Windy City Ravens as they talk some things over. We're going to stay here on the Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport. Cody Grant with Benjamin Fonseca. Benjamin, what did you see from the Eagles? Obviously, the offense has barely got on the field, and they have already scored 6 points.
Well, their defense was playing great until right now. I mean, they had a couple of stops, but all of a sudden, you see the team marching, and they're on their way to scoring. They've already scored 6 points because of the penalties. The penalties are huge in any kind of football game. It doesn't matter, Pop Warner all the way up to NFL. You get penalties, turnovers, that'll be your doom in this game.
Well, they definitely hurt themselves on defense, the penalties that is, as getting ready to get the kick on the extra point is Mike O'Brien. As the Windy City Ravens look for their first lead of the game.
I think we're having issues with the clock.
They're trying to get that set up. That was the referee, Jim Wojo-Kwedrich, trying to figure it out. The extra point is up, and it is good. So the Windy City Ravens take a 1-point lead here in this exhibition game against the Chicago Eagles at the UIC Pavilion. And the Eagles find themselves trailing in their first game of the season, though it is preseason, very early still.
And the thing is here is that they ended up missing a field goal.
That's the last touchdown.
Yes, the last touchdown. And this is, look at the block. Look at the block. He blocks down. 51 ends up blocking down, giving the free lane to the end zone. And that's too late by the time you get there. Maybe if you have 4 yards, 5 yards, that's a good play on defense. But when you're that close to the end zone, it makes it difficult to stop.
So Chicago Eagles will get ready as they send out their kick return team. And then Windy City Ravens will be ready to send it deep. I don't know if I should be saying deep. It's only a 50-yard field.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can kick it that far.
I'm curious to see if I can kick it that far. I might end up pulling a groin or a hamstring or something.
Eagles have a couple of men back to receive the kick, including Tyrone Galvin. Also, Chris Muhammad. Andrew Locke now back there as a kickoff from Mike O'Brien. It's interesting too, you know, different thing you see here in the indoor game is the kickoff right from the goal line.
Yes, which makes it, I mean, like I said, which makes it easier for the guys to get down to cover the kick. Makes it a lot easier.
And booted, a low line drive, bounces inside the 5, picked up in the end zone, taking it out is to Tyrone Galvin as he tries to find a lane. He gets up to about the 15, wrestled down by Ravens players, including Jarrell Bell.
We have time on the field. 4:17 for the first quarter. Ravens 7, Eagles 6.
7-6 as the Eagles find themselves trailing, which is 4:28 to go in the first.
Eagle fans, make some noise!
Yeah, it seems like a lot of excitement out here by the fans.
Well, it's their first game. They have a beautiful facility here at the UIC Pavilion.
Definitely.
As you see what they do with the fans, the cheerleaders of the Chicago Eagles throwing out some free T-shirts. Everybody loves free T-shirts.
Maybe we can end up getting one of those free T-shirts thrown up here.
Eagles come back out. Their quarterback remains the same, number 15, Brennan Crawford. As officials get ready to go, the cheerleader on the field. Got to get her off before they resume play.
You don't want her getting ran over.
Another interesting thing about this indoor football, it's 7-on-7. That's what makes it so exciting. A lot of scoring. That's what fans want to see, offense. And look how far back the receivers are going as they go in motion, handing off right up the middle, breaking a tackle with the 20 to the 25, wrapped up, still on his feet, pushing forward, down at the 20. On the carry was number 2, Calvin Phillips.
Looks like basically a straight up the middle. The lineman opened up like the Red Sea and ended up going straight up the middle of the running back.
Tenacious,
yes,
angry running.
Exactly. Runs with a purpose.
So from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Their quarterback, Brendan Crawford's 1 for 1, 45 yards and a touchdown. As moving in motion, 2 receivers on the left outside. They throw a screen pass, a little slip at the 20 to the 15, cutting back inside the 10, near the near sideline, finally pulled down at about the 8-yard line.
And that's what you're going to kind of see in this game. A lot of screen plays is going to happen. A lot of things to open up the deep passes down the field.
And that's Josh Hampton, wide receiver. Played for the Chicago Chaos last year. As the Eagles look for knocking on the door of the Ravens, such a short.
And it looks like definitely a screen pass to the right, and I mean to the left, excuse me, to the left, and they ended up getting a couple yards out of that. Actually, they ended up getting the first down off that.
Tim Arbonitis, head coach for the Eagles, he definitely knows his stuff. 23 years of coaching experience, 20 as a head coach. He knows what schemes to run, and he's going to get these guys to do it.
Yeah, he's going to put these guys in the right positions to make good plays.
Brendan Crawford under center. He's got Calvin Phillips in the backfield right behind him. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Throws a screen pass to the outside, cutting back inside. Finally brought down by Gary Hunter. Short gain. Gary Hunter's second catch of the night.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. And if you notice, that's where the padding just came in. It's kind of like basketball. You use the out-of-bounds line to end up blocking the runner.
Back in huddle are the Eagles. They've been using Calvin Phillips in the backfield. Angry runner. As getting the word from Tim Arbonitis. Another thing in this league that you won't see a whole lot is the coaches on the field. They coach on the field.
Yes, and that's definitely a change from the NFL or any other football that goes on. You got 11 on 11, and normally the coaches stand on the sideline.
Crawford takes the snap. He pitches it to Phillips to the left, and he runs in untouched. Great blocking as the Eagles score for the second time. Calvin Phillips' first touchdown in an Eagles uniform for him.
Wow, what a great design play. He was untouched going into the end zone.
Just a simple, sweet play as he comes, and he looks like he wants to keep that ball, but they say you got to give it back, Calvin. Got to give it back.
Maybe we could pull a Cam Newton and give it to a kid, you know.
Calvin Phillips back on the field, scoring his first touchdown for the Eagles as they take a 12-7 lead, and they will go for 2 here. They want to get that back up to a 7-point lead.
And look, we're only in the first quarter, and we've already had 3 offensive touchdowns.
Yeah, 2:17 left here in the first. 12-7 Eagles, 3 touchdowns already in this game, 2 rushing and 1 passing. As out of the shotgun is Brendan Crawford. He's got Phillips in the backfield, moves his receivers in motion, and it looks like they didn't snap it. They just ran it with the center.
Yeah. It looks like the Fumble-Rooski just got pulled out.
So 2-point conversion is good. I'm still kind of confused what happened there.
It looks like because you can have 1 lineman that keeps the ball.
You can. It's the tackle. 1 lineman is always eligible to tackle. You have to have 3 down linemen, but you get that 1 lineman. It's kind of like that's another difference you see here, whether the pro or the college game, as the Eagles take a 14-7 lead here late in the first quarter, looking strong offensively. But Benjamin, let's see what they can do on this defense possession. They got to limit penalties.
You actually have to make a stop. I mean, defense and the defense has got to make a stop. I mean, the scoring is fine, but you can't have a track meet out here. One of these days, you got to make a stop, and you got to put your foot down and let the other team know that you're going to make a stop and you're here to play defense as well.
You're tuned in here to the Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport. I'm Cody Grant, along with Benjamin Fonseca. Pleasure of being here. Thank you for tuning in. Chicago Eagles, their first game here at the UIC Pavilion. They laid down the turf early this morning, still fixing out some minor flaws, but they've done a great job. The reason, though, you're going to see the entire game, every offense possession will be going right to left because of that east end zone. The turf isn't fully down. They don't want any injuries. They don't want anybody to trip.
These players are trying to work hard to get to another level, so we don't want to see them. And I think the Ravens coach had a question on that last play as well, to see what happened there, because they were kind of confused.
Ravens head coach Pedro Corredo, also their assistant coach is Richard DeLeon. And again, the Ravens playing a step up here. They don't play in this league, the CIF, Champions Indoor Football. It's an exhibition game between the Windy City Ravens and the Chicago Eagles. The Eagles kick off. Their kicker sends it deep and fumbled at the 1. Finally picks it up. It gets hit at about the 7-yard line and gang tackle. You see a plethora of white jerseys from the Eagles. Great to see them get down there so quick.
Yeah, you see how quick they get down? And it looks like a lot of squib kicking because you don't want things to hang up in the air. The more they hang up in the air, the less time you got to get down there. So, and you don't want touchbacks at all. It looks like he fumbled the ball, so that's what kind of stopped his momentum. If he would have caught it cleanly, maybe he runs for a couple more yards. But that Eagles D, they were down there.
So the Windy City Ravens will start from their own 8-yard line. As you see, their defensive coach for the Eagles in the red jacket, Mel Hay.
It's very interesting that these coaches hang out right against
I think it's so cool. I think it's so awesome that they're able to stand out on the field.
I think this is the only one or the only sport that they do get to do this.
Demetrius Jones, quarterback for the Windy City Ravens, moves his outside receivers on the far sideline in motion as they go to sprint off. The handoff to the running back, cut it out to the left at the 10 to the 15. He's got room down the sideline to the 20, breaks the tackle to the 20, 15, 10, 5, all the way in, and they're going to call it a touchdown. What a run there by number 7, Christopher Blackman. They got to check him. The Eagles have been held in check by Blackman. He's been able to get by their defense and break in the secondary. It looks like
they had a sweep. They had a sweep to the left, and it looks like good blocking on the outside. I mean, you got to crack down block to open up the outside. Once he saw the hole, he hits the hole, and he keeps on going.
What a start for running back Christopher Blackman of the Windy City Ravens. And he gets his team to within 1, 14-13 lead for the Eagles, pending the extra point. Is Mike O'Brien. His first year with the Windy City Ravens, trying to prove that he can be a kicker throughout the entire season as he gets the extra point ready to go. And the Ravens trying to tie it up here late in the first quarter. And it's blocked. And they can... And a hit down, and they can feel this, guys. And then the walls, and that wall is breaking. They got to fix that, and you see falling off. Wow.
It's falling apart.
That's a difference you don't see in the NFL. Well, that's going to do it for the first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back to bring you Chicago Eagles action in the second quarter on the Chicago Eagles Broadcast Network, powered by IMS and Eversport.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Tom Waddle, ESPN 1000.
Don't waste another minute in a career you don't love. You can be the next great announcer, DJ, producer, or TV reporter. You'll learn key skills from industry pros while working with professional equipment on air and behind the scenes. Still need to keep the 9-to-5 job? Their flexible class schedules can work around any schedule. Short on cash? They have very affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. You'll have access to amazing internships and job placement assistance when you graduate at top radio and TV stations like ESPN. Learn more at beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Out of all the schools I applied to, Illinois Media School was the first to personally guide me through the financial aid process. Not only did the school offer classes in my field, but hands-on experience with all of today's modern broadcasting equipment. Illinois Media School gave me all the tools I needed to find a career in broadcasting. While in class, I worked one-on-one with real professionals in the television and radio industry. Job placement helped me find the perfect internship where I had real, on-the-job training. No other school offers a program as exciting and educational as this. My name is Mandy, and Illinois Media School helped me achieve my career in broadcasting.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. There's so many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School. You can go if you don't like the college that you go to, you don't like the major, or maybe you just want a fresh start for someplace new. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals